Today we're going to be playing on this pure sharpshooter that gets a 99 three-pointer and Hall of Fame limitless range on NBA 2K24. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, with how this gameplay is looking, pure sharpshooters might be back. But with all of that out of the way, man, let's get started. Let's go. All right, so when it comes to making this build, you're going to be making it at the shooting guard position, height 6'5", weight 181 pounds with a 6'5" wingspan. Ended up going 6'5" instead of 6'4" because I actually did want the swing animation so I can get my swing jump shot. So starting things off in the finishing, we're actually going to have a 70 driving layup, and yeah, that's pretty much it. You'll get gold pro touch and you'll be able to hit some layups. But now let's move on to the important thing. Let's move on to the shooting. All right, so now moving on to the shooting, you're going to have a 92 mid-range shot, which is going to get you Midi Magician on Hall of Fame, and you're also going to have a 99 three-point shot, which is going to get you every single shooting badge in the game on Hall of Fame. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it might actually be worth it. You know, earlier on in the year, the shooting wasn't that great. Limitless range didn't really work too well, but now it's starting to work really freaking well. You're gonna see that in the gameplay clips right now. Before we even move on to the crazy clips, we just gotta get it out of the way, okay? You can shoot from limitless range without takeover on this build, okay? Because there was going to be people that saw clips like this right here and said, oh, well, you're only hitting those with take, you're only hitting that with take. And yes, I'm shooting farther that you saw in the original clip, but you guys gotta understand, you can still shoot from deep, really far, really deep with limitless range. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, we're gonna have to do a separate video for this pure sharpshooter stuff, because all of the clips you're going to see in this video, I did not even have Hall of Fame limitless range yet. So I couldn't even tell you what that might look like. It's probably going to be even crazier. From the people that I have seen that do have Hall of Fame limitless range, there definitely is a gap between gold and Hall of Fame. So you can only imagine how much more crazy shots I could hit with Hall of Fame limitless range instead of gold, which I had in this video. Now, one quick disclaimer with this build. This is the type of build that you make when you're trying to have fun, try out new things, try out a 99 three-pointer, because it is expensive and your build is going to have a lot of weaknesses in other areas. Your defense is not going to be great. Your finishing is not going to be great. You're really a shooting and a little bit of playmaking type of guy. So if you're not really built for that, if you don't want to try that, that's fine. Be my guest. Don't make this build. But for the pure psychos out there that want to get on a build that reminds them of a pure green, a pure sharp from back in the day, this is pretty much it, man. You're going to have elite shooting at the three-point line, that 99 three-pointer and the 92 midi. Pretty much any shot you take, you should be able to make it. I'm not going to lie to you, whether it's in the mid-range, the three-point line, out from 30, I don't care. You better be able to time it. You know, I'm not going to lie to you guys. This build was super fun to play on, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I really did feel like I could make any single shot that I took when I was on this build. I don't know if you guys have been like paying attention to my three-point percentage in the top right in all of these clips, but it's pretty high in all of them. As you see right there, 88% from three, and it's going up because we ain't missing. And I'll try and find a screenshot of it and pop it up as I'm talking about it, but I'm like shooting 70% from three on this build after like 6 games. So yeah, it's a pretty freaking solid build. But, you know, the shooting is absolutely amazing on this build, and I couldn't show you guys all of these insane shooting highlights without giving you guys a jump shot. Now, this is the best swing jump shot on the game, and it is so good that I purposefully chose to make this build 6'5" instead of 6'4", just so I could get this jump shot. And that jumper is Tracy McGrady base, Troy Brown Jr. for the upper release for the first one, and then number 2, it's going to be Kobe Bryant, blended 58-42. Look at the grades: A+ speed, A+ release height, A- defensive immunity. That timing stability is only a B, but T-Mac base, you could literally shoot over people. I don't care if you're on a 6'5", you can still shoot over people. All right, so now moving on to the playmaking on this build, it is going to be serviceable. You're going to get a 75 pass accuracy, which will let you unlock the John Morant and Domantas Sabonis passing styles. And then you're going to get an 81 ball handle as well as a 75 speed with ball, which is going to help you unlock speed booster on silver, which is going to help you boost around the perimeter so you can pretty much hunt for threes and get more buckets. All right, so when it comes to the playmaking on this build, we're going to be serviceable. That 75 pass accuracy is going to be just enough to get it done, especially if you're playing like at the shooting guard position, which is what this build is made for, which is a pretty rare position for people to intentionally make, especially when you're playing 5s. But it is a very fun build. You're going to be able to have decent playmaking, and the build is serviceable when it comes to playmaking. Just like every other attribute category aside from shooting, we ended up putting all of our eggs into one basket to be the most elite shooter possible, so we had to make sacrifices in other areas. That's just how this game works. That's how the builder works. And you know what? Since we're kind of on that topic, comment down below what you guys think are the best type of builds on 2K. Are the do-it-all builds that can kind of do a little bit of everything, or is it those specialist builds, your sharpshooters, your playmakers, your slashers? Is it the pure specialists that are better, or is it the players that can do just a little bit of everything? That's pretty much the question. That's pretty much what it boils down to. Leave it in the comments down below. But now let's move on to the defense on this build. All right, now when it comes to the defense, yeah, Yeah, there's not a whole lot. You get 75 perimeter defense, which is going to get you bronze clamps, and yeah, that's it. That is quite literally it. So let me just put out a couple disclaimers here. 1, this is not a build for park. 2, nothing. You need defense in those game modes. And then secondly, if you're going to be playing rec on this build, understand you're not going to be able to play really good paint defense. You're not going to be able to get blocks at all. So either you need to play with your friends that have builds that play good defense, or you just need to cross your fingers and hope that you get paired up with people that play really good defense. And at the end of the day, again, understand this is a fun build. This is not a build that is intentionally made to be one of the best builds in the game. This is just something we wanted to try out, see what a pure sharpshooter was like in this game. Yeah, no, so here's the build fully maxed out. We're gonna get an 81 speed as well, which is what we need for speed booster, an 84 acceleration for gold slippery off ball and gold spot finder. We're also going to get a 63 strength for silver physical handles, and that is pretty much it for this build. And when you're coming out of the My Player builder, you're going to get a pretty interesting set of players. You're going to get shades of JJ Redick, Austin Reeves, and Tyler Hero, and you're going to get the build named Sharpshooter. This build was a lot of fun to play on. Again, this is a fun build, not a comp build, but you know, make the build at your discretion. And I just think it's really funny that this build that's a sharpshooter got 3 white guys as their shades up. But hey, man, that's it. I'm out. Bye.